Any motion of urgent public importance, Honorable Mishelia.
I rise, Your Excellency, under Order 8, subsection 4, a matter of public importance to present the issue of incessant insurgency attacks in my constituency, despite the reports of the insurgents surrendering to the military. I want to seek the leave of the House to present. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I suppose that this matter is urgent enough to take it now. Please say aye. Those against, please say nay.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable colleagues, the motion is the need to immediately mobilize more security personnel to communities bordering the Zambeza due to incessant attacks and provide relief materials to displaced persons, and as a matter of urgency, rescue 4 Askra Emirate Council members abducted by insurgents about a week ago. Mr. Speaker, the House notes that in the last 2 weeks, 3 different communities of Klangar in Gohi Ward, Gerha in Kida Ward, and Askra, the headquarters of Askra over local government, were different times attacked by Boko Haram insurgents. The last episode was on Saturday, the 13th of November. Again, notes, Mr. Speaker, that during such attacks, private and public properties are burnt down, stores with food items looted, all people living in these areas displaced into nearby bushes, with all the risks and consequences that follow. Lives are lost, especially of gallant security personnel. To mention but one, the Brigadier General that is all over the news was killed during the attack on Askra, and unfortunate civilians also that are caught up in the crossfire. Informed, Mr. Speaker, that still within this zone, 4 members of the Askra Emirate Council were abducted while trying to travel between Askra and Maiduguri, the state capital. As at the time of writing this, no news of their whereabouts is known. Concerned, Mr. Speaker, that though our security personnel are doing their very best, their numbers and equipments available to them are grossly inadequate to prevent all these communities on the fringes of Zambeza from further attacks. Further concerned, Mr. Speaker, that the insurgents, when they attacked Askra, came with 16 gun trucks and 2 MRAPs, observers say, meaning kinetically they have dominated the region. This by no means a situation that this country should take it lightly, Mr. Speaker. Worried that with the Yuletide season upon us, these attacks will only increase because their pathways are now dry and motorable. Further worried that some of the communities have already received notices from the insurgents of impending attacks. The House therefore resolves, Mr. Speaker, to urge the military authorities to station at least a battalion of personnel and appropriate equipment at Mandra Grau, Askra and Garkida at the fringes of the Zambeza. Number 2, NEMA to immediately provide all the communities affected with relief materials to cushion the effects of the attacks on the citizens. 3, the Northeast Development Commission to provide foodstuff to all the communities affected, as most of the just harvested food crops have been looted. 4, the Inspector General of Police, in collaboration with other security outfits, to ensure immediate and unconditional release of all the 4 unfortunate members of the constituency that were abducted. And finally, mandate the Committee on Army, Intelligence and Police to investigate the increasing attacks, despite the report that the insurgents are surrendering to the military. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable Francis, what happened recently? Is there anybody that wants to speak against it? Yeah, I mean, there's no point there's no point speaking for it. It's straightforward. Okay, Honorable Babao.
Chibok Dambuwa Goza Federal Constituency, including the remaining 107 not yet recovered Chibok girls, are where I represent. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I want to start by sympathizing with the Nigerian Army and the family of the deceased general who sacrificed extraordinarily for the sake of his country. Is one of the brigade commanders I work closely to end insurgency, particularly in my constituency. This is a person I know that took the bull by its horns, carry a weapon, and lead an operation in my constituency that I can testify in so many angles. But Mr. Speaker, whenever we rise to speak on the floor of this house, there is a need for us to proffer solutions to some lingering issues with regards to security. Mr. Speaker, as rightly said, by the presenter and listening of the motion, very attentively, please. These guys came with more than 10 trucks, gun trucks, and 2 MRAPs that were voluntarily submitted to the insurgents. The reason why I said is voluntarily submitted, and I want to say that in footprint and electronic media.
Hold on. The chief whip is trying to keep the house in order. Honorable Sejus, please take your seat. Honorable Sejus, please take your seat.
The reason why I emphasize that it has been handed over to them voluntarily, these MRAPs, as rightly quoted by the Nigerian Army, 60 of them were supplied to Nigeria. By the time they took 4 from Lagos to Maiduguri, the headquarters of Operation Lafia Dole, it took them about 2 days to reach Maiduguri. About 200 kilometers from Maiduguri, they parked in a community called Damagum, headquarters of Fune local government, for more than a day, facing Maiduguri. Even a lunatic can understand that these trucks with these weapons are heading towards Maiduguri. So anybody that has an intention to attack can definitely mount ambush on that road. Secondly, only 2 Hilux cars escorted these MRAPs loaded on 2 lowbeds. And by the time they collected this thing, the position they collected this thing to their destination, that is the Boko Haram members, even if you are going on a tar road, it's going to take you nothing less than 1.5 hours. This guy was killed 4 kilometers away from the brigade headquarters. Unfortunately, 4 kilometers away from the brigade headquarters. This is to tell you, it was the insurgents that brought the attack, not the Nigerian Army that took the attack to them. So, Mr. Speaker, this is my position. I don't want to say much about this. As we are all aware, we don't have any country beside Nigeria, and we do everything within our limit to protect the integrity of that particular institution. Thank you so much.
Believes we need to change strategy, and attack is the best form of defense. Those in support, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it.